In this first video, I'm going to talk about love notes and how love can actually pay the bills. And in the totality of this overview that I'm going to be providing, called The End of Poverty, um, my goal is to really introduce you to a different way of looking at money, a different way of looking at your role with money, and a different way of accomplishing your goals, essentially, because that's what money's all about. It's a tool to be used to exchange some value so we can do some things in life. So, love bills. What's love bills and how can love pay the bills? Well, love is what I would say the most important asset in this world. If you think about it in the terms of it being the bond that keeps things together. If you think in biblical, it says God is love and love is God. It's the word is God, and the word created all things, and the gods created the man in their image. So when you think about love, none of this experience would happen without love. So love, in that sense, spiritually, is the source of all value, right? It's the bond that keeps all things together. And when we look at the Constitution of Love Nation, which I'm the chief of, the United Nations of Chippewa, Ottawa, and Potawatomi Indians, yet love is defined as all of the assets pledged to Love Nation in order to cover the debts of the members, right? And in order to serve as backing for the instruments that's issued by Love Nation and all of our members. So you can look at it like a collateral pool of cosmic assets, spiritual assets, digital assets, and physical assets. All of these four types of assets pledged to Love Nation, which is an actual society of tribal families. And then that becomes the pool or the basket of assets that backs all of the different negotiable instruments or bills, notes, letters of credit that's issued from the nation that's called Love Nation. So how can love pay the bills? Since love are the actual assets that back the money and the currency in the nation, they paying the bills because they actually the source of the money that pays the bills. And when you think about paying bills in this world, bills are literally another word for drafts. And what's a draft? That's an order to pay, an unconditional order to pay. So a bill in and of itself is an order to pay. And to pay, it means to provide the actual substance that you said that was ordered to be provided, right? So love in and of itself is a tangible value. It's something of value. It's the source of patience. It's the source of dedication. It's the source of commitment. It's the source of faith. It is the source of very important intangible assets that do have immediate benefit when utilized in this world, right? So I'm sure you could say that love has a purpose. Faith has a purpose. Dedication serves a purpose, and it's a beneficial purpose that it serves. And as long as you can say that, then you're stating that it's an intangible asset that has current value. And intangible assets that have current value, especially when they're acquired by a third party, they're current assets on the balance sheet, right? Current assets on the balance sheet, when transferred to a depository institution with a deposit account that you can draw down from, hey, that's money in the bank. And that's how love can pay the bills. So the goal is to, in this course that's free, on YouTube or wherever you at, Instagram, I'm just going to put this information out here. I'm going to do a series of videos about the laws of money, the laws in the United States of America, notes, bonds, accounting, income, value, valuation, the recognition of assets when it comes to accounting. When can you recognize something as an asset, as cash or a cash equivalent, the different types of money, MO, M1, M2 types of money. We're going to get real deep into this conversation so that when you come out of it, you can have more faith and confidence in the fact that love can pay the bills.